Hello everyone, welcome to the first volume, is what we're calling it, first ever race with Tristan Rajakoski, our first race pro. It's going to get exciting and I hope everyone has fun out there on the track with our first pro. We are racing around the Circuit de Catalunya here in Barcelona, and yeah, it's an interesting track. We'll quickly take you through it and swiftly, hopefully, we can get straight into action with the racing. So straight into a chicane, turn 1 and turn 2. Pretty tricky in the braking zone, but when you get it right, there's your lap time. Long right-hander around turn 3. Flat until turn 4, another right-hander. Looping one into turn 4. You go. Then past that, straight on the throttle, past turn 6, then into 90 degrees, turn 7. Fast turn 8 and flat turn 9 in this game. DRS along the straight, then going straight into turn 10, bit of a hairpin, then into flat turn 11, another right-hander, another long swooping right-hander. There's a theme around here in turn 12, then fast turn 13, then into another near flat out turn 14. You just got to be brave and you can get it on the power there. We've got some good drivers with us today, and obviously the pro himself, Tristan, who will be joining us in due course.
Yeah, I think he's in. Someone's just added you, Alex, I believe, so if you can get them in.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be exciting. Obviously, F4 driver, if you don't know him, Tristan. It's going to be exciting to see his pace and how he competes against some of our drivers. Got a few tier 1 drivers in. So yeah, it'll be good to see how he compares with the FZR lads.
Yeah, we've got quite a few FZR lads in here. A few new ones as well, so you never know. Might have to look out team principals for our main tiers. Tier 1 on Wednesdays, Tier 2 Fridays, and Tier 3 on Mondays. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, here we go. Everyone is going to start readying up now, and we should be good to go. Oh no, Generators, redeemed commentators, curse for Tristan. That's not going to go well. But yeah, we're about to get underway. Only got 14 in today, so it's not the best of grids.
Can we redeem that? What's it called? What do we call it? Commentator's curse. Can we redeem it? Can we give it back? I can't do that to him. Come on.
But yeah, so today's session will be a short qualifying, then a 35% race around Spain. So, best of luck to all the drivers, and we'll get underway shortly.
Yes. Who do you reckon is going to stick it on pole position? Go on, Ben. Let's have your predictions.
I don't know, because we don't know the pace of Tristan, so we've still got the likes of Phoenix and Templos in here. So, and obviously Nova, who got P1 in the race yesterday. Very happy to about that. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who takes pole. I still think Phoenix will take it, you know.
Phoenix still up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick it with Jakov. Am I joking? Sorry, Jakov. No offense, but yeah, I think Phoenix. Phoenix and Tempos in P2, and then Tristan in P3.
Here comes Tristan in the Ferrari, first one out of the pit lane. Make sure to keep an eye on him in the minimap if we're not focusing on him as selves. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on against everyone here today. First Racer Pro event of many.
There he is, first out on track in the Ferrari, number 72.
Yes.
The Italian F4 Tristan. Rajakoski is out of the pit lane. Swiftly behind him is Alfa Romeo of, I think that might be Jakov.
Yeah, random teams here today, apart from Tristan, who chose Ferrari. So everyone else is not in a seat they selected themselves. I think Dura spun a wheel for it actually, so thanks to Duras for doing that. Teammate of Tristan is Seth, so let's see the difference in pace there, if there is any.
Just gonna watch that. I'm gonna just ride on board with the outlap, see how sturdy he's looking.
He is deploying as some ARS though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't. It's a
I'm
bit
not sure
worrying
if
sights, but
if
might
it's
have
used
forgot.
It's alright, we'll let him off. Here we go. If you want to take us through first lap, Alex.
Let's do it indeed. Now, about to go round the
he's
final
got-
to 8. Oh, he's gone round the wrong track layout. He's gone round the wrong track layout. Oh. Right, we'll ignore that. That's just a false start from Tristan there. But here we go. DRS wide open. He's getting a nice tiny slipstream from Katatume ahead in the Aston Martin. Hopefully, he doesn't get blocked going into turn 1 as he has broke pretty early, straight back on the power. Gone pretty deep there, I'm not gonna lie. Then nicely on riding the curb on the inside, got to hold that inside line, then flat out. Then here we go back into another swooping right-hander, flat out yet again. Straight away, it seems, on the exit, then into the swift left-hander. Gonna get on the power to go on the curb, very close to track limits there. But carrying on, another swift left-hander with very, very big curbs, misses them. Should be flat out around here, and he has done it. He's done it flat out, nice tidy. Then DRS, braking point, 58-meter board, turns in for another left-hander. Just getting used to the track. Then long right-hander. Hopefully this time he takes the right track layout. And he's taken the wrong one. He's taken the wrong track layout. I think that's going to be an extra few seconds added on to his lap time. We'll ignore it. We'll try and let him figure it out. I'm guessing he's not using the racing line. But across the line it is done a 122.8. Let's do this!
Duras 112.792. Let's see what Jakov can do in the Alfa Romeo. Still in P3, Eddie Robbo. Jakov up to the line. What is it going to be? It is provisional pole position 112.642. That's Barron across the line, puts it in P4. Nova Gibson invalidated his first lap. So we'll go on board with Templos.
Templos, the two-time champion. He has won a race every single FZR season in Tier 1, apart from this season yet. Don't want to jinx it though. But here he is. He is a definite contender for pole position. Jakov is actually currently on provisional pole. Jakov versus Templos, so we're going to see that again. That'll be tidy for you all. But yeah, carrying on around the lap. Here we go, swooping left-hander riding the curb on the exit. That should be everyone really. Don't think if you're missing that curb you're not pushing hard enough into another left-hander. Don't want to be getting on this curb as much, but still cautiously riding it into the fast, obviously flat out right-hander. Going to get a slipstream from the cars ahead here. Hopefully they don't block him going into the hairpin. They've moved out of the way nicely, not really affecting Templos' view in any way, shape or form. Now into another swooping right-hander. Long right-hander, back onto the curb, flat out yet again. Another very fast corner. Is it going to be flat out around here? Is it going to lift off? Flat out, he's done it well. And DRS is going to go cross line, and yes, of course, it's provisional pole from the mighty driver. That is FZR Templos.
Yeah, very strong as always from Templos. Let's hope Tristan gets the right layout for his next lap. Is he on a lap? He is, he's 4/10 up, is Tristan. Going into the final sector.
He's got no ERS though, that is issue. I don't think he's using a racing line.
Well, if he takes the right layout, then he's sure to improve his 122.
Oh,
he's going straight
yeah,
on.
I don't think. He's not using a racing
It's not
line.
invalid though, if he goes the right way. Oh, he has this time.
Oh, hey, he's gone. He's gone the right way. Still a bit hesitant.
I think he's out of fuel.
He's out of fuel. Yeah, he is. He's out of fuel.
Unfortunate for Tristan.
It's going to be a long lap to come in. He's still improved by 1.3 seconds, but he is out and with no fuel remaining in the tanker. Comment in the comments who you would like to see in our next races. In the race of play, what drivers you're obviously being realistic. We're not going to whip out Lewis Hamilton in a race because that is unrealistic. Let's talk about F3 or below. We'll talk that. Easy drivers to contact. But Seth Martin is going on a lap.
Nova in P2.
So is Nova Gibson. Yep, setting into P2. Seth Martin is just started out now, I think.
Yeah.
In the Ferrari, hopefully. He's unlike his teammate and does take the right track layout, otherwise...
No, he did last time.
He did last time, yeah, he did last time, but he has run out of fuel. Which is issue into right-hander. Purple sector 1 for Seth Martin, 5 thousandths up on his time.
He is also quite low on ERS. As Tristan is just making it into sector 3 now.
I think Seth might catch up to him by the time, so hopefully he doesn't get blocked. But is Seth, what's his sector 2 time? Is another purple sector? Yes, it is. He's 3 tenths up on his current time. He's still going to have to improve a lot more in sector 3 if he wants to get near 10 plus his 11.6. At this rate, he'll be setting it in the second row in around P3 where Hasty RL is, but they'll go flat out now around the final corner. Tristan is in the pit lane, thank God for that. DRS wide open. Seth Martin puts it on the second row just above Jakov into P4. It's a 12.2. That's a decent lap from the Ferrari of Seth Martin. Phoenix goes purple and sets it a 111.2 provisional pole. We expect that from Phoenix. He's a mighty driver.
No surprises there from Phoenix. 4 temps clear of 10 plus in P2, both in tier 1 as Kato goes into the grass a little bit there, and now we'll ride on board with Big Al, who's just about to start his first lap.
I think this will be Big Al's first lap in
FZR.
In FZR, yeah.
Same with Tristan and Kato.
But Big Al purple, is it going to be purple sector 1? It is purple sector 1, it's a 21.7. Might be a glitch, but hopefully not. Big Al, let's see how quick he is. This all has an MC where he is along with the SDR lads. Tier 1 lads up at the front at the moment. But turning in on the power nicely is Big Al 213786. But here we go. He's going to round out the final 2 corners. Let's see where he does way up alongside the rest of the boys. He's lifted off there. Not going to be on the front, but it's a 12.5 and he's put it just above Jakov. That's a good lap from Big Al.
But Jakov is
in the
6.5 tenths up, so he's going to improve massively if he gets this final sector right, final turn. Let's hope he goes on the right layout. He does flat out through there. Maybe a slight lift into this next one unless he's got a decent setup on.
Nice confident driving from Jakov there and puts it in P5. This is a Jakov what we love to see. Just behind Lewis, it's 12.1 I think by the end of qualifying. We'll see him in the 11s hopefully, that'll be good to see from Jakov. But yeah, it's a good lap from Jakov, who is only improving on this game as we're seeing in recent events. But nice lap Jakov. As I think the main man himself, the pro F4 driver, Tristan, is out of the pit lane. He's about to start a lap.
He's gone off.
Just went off into he's just weighing up what the track is like. I have just been informed in general that the reason he did take the old layout is that's because what they use in the F4. But at the moment. We'll see what he does now. He's went slightly deep into there. I respect if he isn't using a racing line because that is very challenging. But always good practice, I'm guessing, for a real driver. But it is 2 times down in Sector 1, but I'm guessing there's a lot of time to get in, especially in Sector 3. There's a yellow flag ahead, but it's been cleared. There is a Mercedes behind on a fast lap as well, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully that does not interrupt Tristan's lap. But here we go, turns in on the power. Now a long swooping right-hander. He lifts off ever so slightly, it goes slightly wide. Is that going to be invalidating? No. He slight lift off, but we'll give him benefit of doubt. BOD. He's 8 thousandths up on his time. Let's see what he can do. Okay, he went slightly deep last time.
And backs off, to be fair. To let Tristan complete his lap. He goes on the right layout this time, and that's going to be a huge time gain.
He is turning in, and he's kept it within the track limits. That's a good final corner. He's pushed to the limits. It's 17.2, and still last place, but he's getting himself closer, getting himself warmed up.
Yeah, sandbagging for the race is what's happening.
Sandbagging for the race, yeah. I think he might be going for another lap here, to be fair, because he is just went pretty quick so far in the first chicane, but I could be wrong. Seffi Boy is also on a lap. Currently in Sector 2, about to go on the flat right-hander. And yeah, there you go, DRS. Wide open. Now into the left-hander he goes. He is near a 10th up on his time. This will just put him above Hasty. Gonna have to improve slightly more to get Jakov and challenge maybe Honduras, Nova as well. But realistically, Seth Martin's aim will be to near against probably Nova or Honduras. But DRS wide open. Seth Martin, he puts it in P3, just above Nova Gibson. That's a good lap. Again, quite a lot in Sector 3. So the Ferrari in P3, one Ferrari in P14, but we'll forget about that one. We're here to have fun, we're here to have fun.
Tristan's in the pit lane, he's got to watch for that bump and he puts it in nicely, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I crashed out there once.
So,
we'll ignore that.
Everyone has.
Yeah, it's awful. But it went in nice and slow, straight into the pits. There we go. I'll get his thoughts in a minute. As we have floppies, I think it is.
Yeah, floppy. In the Williams. Used a lot of his ERS already, might have been using it on his outlap. But let's see his Sector 2 times. Slightly deep in there, but manages to keep it nice. In Sector 2, what's it going to be? 6 tenths up, nearly 6.5 tenths up. Purple in the middle sector. Nice from Floppy. Slight lift into the final corner. What is it going to be for Floppy? 112.9 puts it in P10 into the top 10, to be fair. Big Al, 5,000th down. Just coming up to the middle sector as well. Coming to the end of it, sorry. One-tenth down, so it doesn't look like it's going to be improvement for Big Al in the Alpine, unless he can do something in Sector 3. Enterprise also in a lap, just coming to the end of Sector 1.
He will be able to get another lap in, I'm guessing, Big Al. Just needs to slow it down, cool down the tyres after this lap. DRS, and he's not accelerating, so I'm guessing wasn't going to improve anyway. But there we go, across the line. And now needs to just recharge the battery. And try and set the car up to go again on these used tyres, but should be able to do it. 12.5 to beat for him. And probably aim to get above Icky Robbo. So 12.4-ish. Tristan has an issue with his pedals, so that's not great. But
now Tristan on his lap.
The only thing is Tristan's pedals might have gone off from the commentator's curse. So
yeah,
Generator, that is your fault. He's done this. He's done that first game very cleanly.
Yeah,
actually.
decent.
He's flat out around that right-hander.
Sandbags are off.
Maybe sandbags are off, but let's see. He should be improving sector 1. 3/10 gained. That's a good sector 1. So I thought, Tristan. And here we go into left-hander. Yeah, again, he's went in a lot cleaner. He's got on the power. Slight bit of oversteer, but kept it on the road, kept it on the tarmac. Now into turn 9, I think it is. But here we go. Flat. Oh, he's lifted off. But let him off. Flat out. As someone's parked it up. 4/10 up at the moment. He's still improving. Gonna get in the 16s. And maybe the 15s. We'll see what it can do around the final sector. Went slightly deep here last time and sadly done it again. But still kept it going. Let's see what it can do on maybe his final lap. Oh, he's invalidated his time. That's unlucky. Got in the 16.9s as well.
Yeah, managed to improve. But Seth Martin on his final run. Can he grab P2, maybe even P1, is nearly 10th up in the first sector. If that's right, then it's purple. Everyone apart from Floppy on a lap. Tristan won't have a lot of VOS to play with on his. And Hasty puts in P3.
That's good from Hasty, just 2/10 behind 10 plus. Seth Martin, is he going to improve? 2/10 improvement. Here we go. It's a great second sector from Seth Martin, and this could be just putting him above 10 plus if he improves slightly more in sector 3. Flat out now from here on end. Just has to get the line absolutely bang on. He has lifted off slightly, but here we go. DRS wide open across the line. Puts it in P3, just above Hasty. That's where he wants to be.
10 plus slightly down on his time. Phoenix right behind him as well on his flying lap. Can Phoenix improve as Nova Gibson in the Mercedes puts it in P2?
As Duras has also binned it, so he won't be improving. Jakov is also on a lap, and he's just got a purple sector 2. He's 4/10 up. That's a great sector 2 for Jakov as well.
P2.
It's 10 plus. Yeah, that's nice from 10 plus. So that's where he wants to be yet again, in that contention for the win as always. But Jakov, here we go. He's gonna go across the line. He's done 11.7, and that puts him in P4. It's a lovely qualifying time from Jakov, I've got to say. Massive improvement.
Line, damps apparent. Where will he go? Run out of VRS. I think that might be it. I believe, yes, it is. Phoenix on pole position. Tristan down in last, unfortunately. Can the Estadar lads take his seat in F4? Who knows?
As I think he had an assist on the accident, so that might be a one-off. We've got a lot of Finnish boys in here. We've got Dan Sparran, Katsumi, and Tristan.
Good to see. Big up Finland.
Is that what we're expecting? Phoenix, obviously, leading the way. 3/10 to 10 plus, then Nova Gibson. Then Jakov had another great qualifying from Jakov, beating.
Nice lap. So here we go. Let's get some race predictions. Generator, if you're watching, Kev, Master Strike, in the chat. Let's see who you think's going to win.
I'm going to say the mighty man himself, Mr. 10 plus. 2-time champion. I'm going to say 10 plus is going to win it.
Did you see the gap from quali from P1 to P2?
Yeah, it was only 2/10. 10 plus can gain that in race pace. I believe in 10 plus. In 10 plus we trust.
I think Phoenix will win by about 15 seconds. Not to be dismissive of 10 plus. But obviously Tristan lurking at the back. We never know. It's all about what happens after turn 1. Yeah, Janator thinks Tristan will come back. I'm sure he will. Let's try and get Tristan in for an interview afterwards, and here we go.
There's 5 red lights for the first time in Racer Pro. Tristan, Volume 1, it's lights out, and away we go. Templos gets a fantastic start, and has already leaped Phoenix, as it seems. The cars behind dropping back. Same with Tristan, also dropping back from the start. Think he must have an assist on or something, but Phoenix going around the outside now. Templos got the inside. Templos holding that inside line absolutely fantastically, and that's a fantastic start from Templos, just where he wants to be. And now inside line yet again. Phoenix round the outside. Can he regain the traction on the exit to get back in the lead of the race? No, he can't. Templos is taking the lead. Phoenix now coming back at him down the inside. Still side by side. Phoenix finally has to give up at the moment. Nova Gibson also, as Tristan has crashed into the wall at the back. He has got no wing.
Puts it in reverse. So there we go, huge scrap here. Who's that going wide? Is that Enterprise or Damser Parent? I think it was Damser Parent. Oh, no, it was Enterprise, sorry. As Damser Parent does go deep into the corner. Enterprise couldn't get that turned. There's a side-by-side action here between Big Al and Icky Robbo. But let's see with the top 3 going onto the straight as Templos.
Templos goes wide. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's going out. A nice run for Phoenix here on the start-finish straight. And yeah, gets past Templos nice and easy. Templos slots behind.
No, we need to fight that one at the moment. Still got 21 laps yet to go in this race. But Tristan obviously having to pit this lap
goes
for
wide,
a new wing
that allows the Aston Martin through.
He has crashed into the pit wall, but I think we've all done that, so we'll let him off.
Early pit stop, 35% race, still a lot of time to go.
Oh, it's got even worse for Tristan, who has got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, it's going pretty dreadful for him at the moment, but Templos keeping it well with Phoenix at the moment.
Yeah, Jakov just rode that curb there, and his qualifying highs have turned to a race low, as he's now down in P8. Icky, Robbo and Hasty just overtaking him there. They've both crashed each other out, so Jakov's through again.
That's unfortunate for them too.
Is he going to re-overtake, follow lead as Phoenix sets the fastest lap?
Might set the fastest lap, but Templos is closing in behind. Not using any battery at the moment. It's going to stay behind at the moment. Didn't really want to fight that one.
2 passes going at it. Icky, Robbo and Damser Parent. They're going to go side by side through turn 1. Always risky through there. We'll watch right on board with Big Al, who hits into the back of Damser Parent and gets Enterprise overtakes him as well. Damser Parent already flashing, so Enterprise going to have a pretty easy move on him if he can keep it on the track. Big Al, Enterprise going at it.
Phoenix, I think Templos is staying behind on purpose at the minute just to get that DRS and just follow Phoenix through.
Tristan seems to be struggling quite a bit with those pedals and is retired from the session.
Guys, we'll try get him in here.
Time to join the interview room. We'll drag him. So there we go. Templos going for the move on Phoenix. Still going side by side. Phoenix hanging it down the inside. Templos has to go a little bit off track there, but they're still side by side going through sector 1. But Phoenix just stays ahead. Jakov close to Duras.
Yeah, at the moment, 10 plus. Just this is what it needs to be doing really. Is gapping Nova Gibson as well.
And if you wanna, can you drag him in, Alex, or do you want me to do it?
I will drag Tristan in if I can. I mean, Tristan did it exactly.
Where's he gone?
Go. Oh, he's gone. He's just went back straight into. Hopefully, we can get him in.
I had to quit because my it wasn't working.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go your way. Didn't exactly go your way. But
Sorry? No,
it's not- Go on.
that's possibly the worst debut we could ever have. I mean,
Yeah, well.
basically, turn one at the start, I was catching the others, and when I came with them, in one corner, like the brake didn't break, and then it accelerated on its own. So I don't know what's right, but definitely wasn't great.
Yeah, well, great. It started off by taking the old line, which is very
Yeah, exactly.
easy mistake to take. But
Exactly, and that was the time when it was still working, so I could have at least tried to do some chrono laps. But I mean, this is the layout we still use in Formula 4, so I was like, oh, it might be the same as F1, but it wasn't. So yeah, I never
Yes.
I never raced on this circuit on F1 2023, so definitely wasn't good. But at least, guys, I can be with you in the commentator's room. At least I'm useful for something. So
exactly. Get you out all the issues, but the pace of these guys ahead of you. What if I say there's a big battle at the moment for the lead? Tempos going into the leader race, going down the inside of Phoenix, still going side by side. Phoenix is going to try and fight it back at the moment, but Tempos stays ahead. That's a nice move from Tempos. But how would you compare your pace to these guys' pace at the top at the moment?
at the moment, I'll have no absolute idea, but I can see that at least these guys are at practice on F1 2023. This is for sure, because I checked these racing lines and they're really good, and the apex of what I see is pretty good. So yeah, these guys are definitely strong. So even if if my setup was fully working, I think that top 3, maybe even top 5 would be maybe not top 5, but top 3 would be faster than me, probably. So yeah, but these guys are strong anyway.
Yeah, they are pretty quick guys at the front. As I think we're going to have another move for a lead here. As Phoenix looking to get past 10 plus, going down the inside turn 1 with that DRS, of course. As that's an easy move for Phoenix. As Nova is also going to look to get involved, but still cannot close in at the moment.
Now he's taking the lead. He's going. He has a strong pace. He's advancing quite quickly. Now it's going to be hard for FDR TMPL to keep up. If you see the intervals, it goes faster and faster, longer and longer. So Phoenix is definitely doing a strong job here.
Yeah, Phoenix, he was very close to winning last year's championship in Tier 1 in our league. 10 Plus has already won 2 championships before with us, so it's quite a close battle between these two. There's a bit of desync there. That's very unfortunate for Phoenix as he's dropped back.
He took back the lead.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Phoenix. Bit of desync. Oh, as he's left session now, he's disconnected. We'll try and get him back in as soon as we possibly can, but let's see if Nova Gibson can get involved.
Oh, but he has some problems here, Phoenix, no? Doesn't he?
Yeah, he's accidentally... Well, I'm not sure if it's internet, it might be just desync in the lobby. Hopefully we can get him back in.
Okay, yeah, hopefully. But so basically, guys, you're a racing league, right?
Yeah, most of these guys are in our racing league. There's a few new ones here for the race today.
Okay.
Most of the guys are racing in Tier 1, and I think Jakov's in Tier 2, but he's doing a decent job as well.
Okay, that's nice. That's definitely nice.
It's good to have these guys in.
Yeah, I never like had a proper like race league in. I mean, I still didn't have it since I had some issues, but I mean, I had some racing on Assetto Corsa, as well as in Gran Turismo, but never like in F1 2023. So that's pretty interesting, like to see how you guys like organize all these events. That's pretty nice. So yeah. And what happens to Copy Penta? Like at the end of the grid?
I'm not sure what's happened to him in this race. It's all went from bad to worse. I think he's pitted. He hasn't raced with us before. I don't think he's not in our league at the moment. But it's always good to have new people on board. As Templos is about to overtake Nova Gibson for a lead. Mercedes versus Red Bull, and the Red Bull absolutely storms through. It's a nice move from Templos there. This battle isn't going to stop now, as I think Phoenix is back in the lobby. Thank God for that. He's
really
back
nearly went round there, and Seth Martin
Oh!
has hit the back.
Holy, there's a crash. I mean, a spin.
Yeah, Nova and Seth took each other
Oh,
out.
two, exactly.
Yeah.
Holy.
Started to see the first few in the pit lane as well. Durus downwards in P11. Gone for the new mediums.
Enterprise on the hards.
So what's the kind of strategy you guys will have in this type of race? I mean, 23 laps is it's pretty. It's shorter than the race we have, and definitely here. So they have multiple compounds of tires, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys. We're not going to do 50% races, but
Yeah.
short time limit. But most of the time it will be probably like hards to mediums. But in this race, I'm guessing it will just be softs to mediums, unless they go for a short undercut where it might be hards, but very unlikely. But Enterprise
Actually,
has.
in a 23 lap race, you could. What I'll say is you could do the race entirely in hard, can't you? I mean, 23 laps is not a lot. Hards can
Yeah.
take it.
You do have to pit though. It is required to pit
Oh, it is.
in this
Okay,
game. Yeah.
Okay. So, and too soft, will it work on this? It could actually also.
I mean, you could,
Too
but
soft.
the only problem is you get disqualified if you don't use a separate tyre compound.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have to
Oh,
either go from soft to mediums or medium to soft. You can't just go soft because it's too quick.
okay. So it is pretty complex.
Yeah, it's pretty complex for the pits. In
That's
Formula 4, if, like, how long are the race
3
distances
seconds of
compared
penalty.
to this?
Sorry.
In Formula 4, how do you reckon the tyre wear will be so much different
So-
to obviously these massive cars?
So I mean, basically, we have like 30 minutes races plus 1 lap at the end. So basically, once the 30 minutes are done, you have to do 1 extra lap. And usually, well, I can like save the tires pretty much like okay. So I don't like usually have any troubles with the tires. But when you're like behind a guy, then it's really like it's way more difficult with the how you call this in English, the dirty air. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically, the tires like get more and more damaged, and so that's the thing. Like if you stay too much behind a guy, like at close distance, you won't have grip by the end. And like you can't really like an F4 pit for new tires because like it will just completely destroy like your race because you'll take like too much how you call this like lateness, like you'll be just too far out. So yeah, basically the thing is the more you're in front and like especially if you're first, the less like your tires will get damaged. And like the more you're at the back, then the more the tires are getting damaged. So it's like it's not helping you, definitely not.
Yeah, but at the moment we've just seen Jakov take a lead. I think it's for one of the first times with again, especially against Templos, and especially Phoenix as well. Jakov, interestingly, the season 2 champion. Good to see him back at the top.
So Phoenix F1 is making a strong coming back. You can see. He just
Yeah, it's
passed with DRS so pretty easily. So
It's going to want to catch up to 10 plus now.
I mean, Phoenix F1 is really, really good. Like, I mean, I see the racing lines and like the way he takes the apex and I'll guess the braking zone. But like he's pretty strong. I hope he goes back into the podium.
I think he should do with all the pit stops coming through. I think he is
Yeah.
in theoretical P2 at the moment, just behind 10 plus. But
Okay.
in Formula 4, do you see yourself dropping back from the car in front just to make sure you save the tyres and not getting the dirty air as much?
So the problem is we could, but since we don't have like DRS and any like overtake systems, the thing is the more like you get back and the more like it's difficult to go in front, especially if you don't have the aspiration. So when you stay behind a car, of course, like you'll still go faster, even though later tires will get damaged. So no, the problem is you'll have to follow the car in front and just trying to pass it like as fast as possible in order to manage the tires.
Yeah, let's just seen our race lead of it. Well, theoretical race, the Jakov, who is now going on to the soft compound, went for the medium soft strategy, so should be on the fast compound near the end of the race. We'll see how he does in the latter stages, but 10 plus is very close to the back of Katatumi. As Ben, do you want to give us a full race update real quick?
Yeah, it looks like Iki Robbo down to P4 have not pit, so 10 plus is in the theoretical lead of this race. The Aston Martin of Kato hasn't pit either, so they will be probably dropped to the back of the grid. Phoenix, after that disconnect, is down in P7, but should be theoretical P2. Seth Martin as well, struggling to keep his mediums going, and 10 plus is right behind him after making his stop on the fresh tyres and is now up to P4. So we should see Seth in this lap probably.
Yes, Iki Robbo, Nova, down to Paran will all be on the softs, so we'll be a lot faster, hopefully, and make the podium battle more interesting near the end of this race. Which will make it a lot more interesting as Nova Gibson is in the pits.
Okay, yeah, so Phoenix F1 is theoretically P2 for the pit stops, is that right?
Yes.
And so the pit window during this lap, this race should like be maximum what? The 15th lap or 16th, something like this?
Yeah, but I'm guessing everyone would have pitted by probably next lap or the one after. So yeah.
Okay.
Phoenix has caught up to the back of 10 plus very quickly. I think that's with the traffic 10 plus is struggling with. Iki Robbo also currently slowing 10 plus's progress. But Phoenix, gone very deep there.
Yeah, a bit too late.
It's getting so close between these. Getting so close. Gonna be up to for a move on the maybe on the next straight, but I don't think it's going to close up with 10 plus overtaking the Haas of Iki Robbo to go back into the race lead. It's just going to go
as well.
Both fast.
Phoenix is crucial for Phoenix to keep this position.
And he keeps it, yeah, he passes.
That's a nice move from Phoenix there. Nice car control, as I think Iki Robbo is struggling with his tyre wear now, going to dive into the pits surely at the end of this lap, as he does. So into the pits, Iki Robbo goes. And
Phoenix made it look so easy, it was pretty impressive.
As he is closing up to the back of 10 plus 2, he might go back into the race lead. This is very impressive drive from Phoenix so far. Phoenix straight back into the lead of the race, that's lovely. That
incredible.
Is lovely for Phoenix.
This is a really great move. With DRS though, pretty easily.
Yeah, Duras in P3 as well on the mediums, but Jakov will be chipping away at that time with the softs, so he's going to be quite a chunk faster than Duras. Can he make up 4.5 seconds till the end of this race? We'll have to see. But he
will have to defend now for the position. So he's on medium, and yeah, they're both on medium for the two first.
Yeah, the top three who are on the podium right now on mediums, then everyone else down to P11 on the softs, then Enterprise and Floppy at the back on the hards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Durst is going to struggle near the end of the race. He's on 6th lap, old medium tyres, compared to Jakov's pretty much fresh set of softs, who was already chipping up at the time of Durst is ahead. I will keep comparing their lap times to see how much are closing, but now we have 8 laps to go in this race. Phoenix is leading again, but Durst with I mean Tempos even, with the DRS. He's going to go for a move down the inside at turn 1. He's trying it, but no, just not enough. It's time to give maybe another one down, up.
This is a really strong defense from Phoenix.
As he's got the slipstream as Tempos, but it's not enough at the moment. Not using any RS thing, he's just saving it, but Phoenix is actually running out. Only 15% on the battery compared to Tempos. He's 46%, so maybe a deploy lap and he might see himself ahead, but saving it up at the moment is Tempos. Probably going to deploy just to try and stay in the DRS.
All the cars are like equal in terms of performance, right?
Yes, we always do that just to make sure everyone's fairly racing. Makes it a lot more interesting.
Of course, because otherwise, like the Red Bull will be like wouldn't have that much trouble passing Phoenix.
Definitely not, especially compared to the AlphaTauri's pace.
Yeah. But I see, like the quali lap times from the two, like from the podium now. How far are they from each other?
And the podium runners, the quali laps was, I think Phoenix was 2/10 faster than Tempos in qualifying. Duras actually started quite far back. Yeah, he's up 4 positions at the moment, so he must have started P7. So it's an impressive drive from Duras actually in P3 in the second Red Bull, but that gap already closing to Jakov to 2.1 seconds. So yeah, we'll see in the last stages how quick it takes.
3 wide into turn 1, and the Haas nearly gets spun out there.
3 seconds of penalty.
Yeah, Kato had to cut the track.
Out of the track again. Yeah, this track is definitely like a bit difficult to keep on the track limits. Like especially if you're really like trying to do a really decent pace. Because like there's a lot of fast corners and so you get better out of them, and like it's really difficult to remain on the track. It's like some parts of this track is a bit like in Australia, especially like the 2 last corners. Quite difficult to keep it completely into the track.
Yeah, we normally see quite a few penalties being handed out here for track limits. Same with Austria, as you say, but it looks like there's going to be another. Oh no.
Yeah, again 2 seconds for H, X, S, C, Y.
How does track limits work in F4? Do you get 3 warnings then a black and white flag? Or?
It's exactly like in F1. At least for this season. I heard that next year they want to change it, but definitely what is pretty cool with Formula 4, like compared to at least to the game, is that like our engineers like really do warn us up, because sometimes like we may get a bit too far, but we don't get a warning. Like sometimes it's just like millimeters, and like they don't have the same system as in F1, where like it's really precise. So our engineers most of the time, if like we are going too far but we don't get warnings, they directly like tell us like keep on the track, otherwise you'll get a penalty. And so I mean it's mostly quite rare to have penalties for track limits in F4.
Yeah.
As a move. Oh yeah, Phoenix just keeping ahead. That's lovely defense from Phoenix yet again, but Tempos still charging that battery, and I'm guessing he's going to attack in the final lap of this race. Only 4 laps to go now. Tristan, what is the best track you've ever raced at? Your favourite track?
My favourite track? Well, next year I'm going to. My plan is to do the UAE Championship, so I can't wait to see Yas Marina circuit. But for now on, it's difficult. I'll say Red Bull Ring. I mean, I really like this track. Like it's not too hard and it's not too easy, and the atmosphere around, like just in Australia and everything, like the whole experience of getting there to drive is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing track, the Red Bull Ring. The elevation change, especially up to turn 1 as well, that is.
It is really tricky, especially when you don't have as much aerodynamics as F1 cars. It's pretty pretty challenging, but it's really cool. And the G-forces you get there are also like quite strong. You have a lot of grip on the track. So yeah, but it's a really nice track. For me, I'll say it's my favorite because of all the like memories I have there. I haven't raced there yet, but like in terms of training, I just really like going there. So.
Yeah, it's good to hear his Tempos is still improving his sector times on his fastest lap, so he is really pushing now his Tempos to just keep that
Phoenix
gap
is,
very shortly to Phoenix.
Phoenix is really incredible. How you see him drive it.
Yeah, he's going to get
He's
DRS
really, really
off with his
good.
back marker as well, so that'll help him along. As he was
Yeah,
within
exactly, to defend.
a second, so yeah, that'll help him to defend on that straight, but he's got the start-finish straight to go yet.
As there's a yellow flag in sector 2.
Aston Martin,
As
Kato.
Aston Martin, yeah, Kato Toomey struggling again. He had that 3-second time penalty earlier, added on, went off, and now.
And Jakov's
just,
close to Duras as well.
Oh, that's closed a lot quicker than I anticipated. It's Jakov, 4 attempts to Duras, mediums versus newer softs.
No
It's
move
not
on
really
this
competition.
occasion for the P1, but Duras is flashing as well, is below 10% on his ERS, so Jakov, it should be an easy move for him in the next coming laps. Tempos yet again improving in sector 1, 600th up on his fastest time. Seth Martin gets past Big Al.
Tristan, quick one. In F4, I've seen a lot of like other cars from different teams. Do they all have different traits, like fast on the straights or through corners?
So-
Are they all different in different ways?
Yeah, exactly. So we have like a limitation on the engine. So basically, we cannot touch the engine because like it's sealed. So at the beginning of the season, they seal it. I mean, you can work a bit on it. Then they check if everything is like good within the rules. Then they seal it, and you cannot like work on it during the season. So we can work on the gearbox and different other components in the car, like the chassis. And all that is like with the what do you call this, suspensions. But basically now we had a race in Paul Ricard that I couldn't do, but my friend Gabriel Hawkins did it, and so they had the second best car after US Racing, like in the straight. So our car for next year should be pretty fast. So I haven't tried the upgrades yet on training, but hopefully I'll do this soon. But yeah, the car should be pretty fast next year. So we have to work on our objectives, and hopefully we can do some good things.
Yeah, good to hear. As we've just seen a move, Jakov getting past Duras. That's a fantastic move for Jakov, getting back on the podium. Is the Season 2 Drivers' Champion in Tier 1. Yeah, that's fantastic from Jakov. His pace has generally just been improving all season long, and another promising sign like getting past Duras. And now on the final lap of this race, Phoenix must be really pushing as he has gapped Tempos by 5 tenths, and that's going to keep Tempos behind on the final lap. Let's see how much these guys do push now. Battery running low and pedal flat to the floor around the long right-hander as Tempos, I don't think he can close this gap at the moment. He's improved by 3 tenths on his personal best in Sector 1. The fastest lap at the moment, I will just double check, is a 13.3. That was set by Phoenix, of course. Mega lap from Phoenix, I've got to say, compared to Tempos' 13.9. But this is now the final lap of this race, so maximum push from Tempos. Might be able to get a move on the long run down to the hairpin, but yeah, I don't think it's close enough yet again. Don't see many moves here. As now into the left-hander, the gap 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths, not enough. Now around a long right-hander. Phoenix disconnected. The issues were not there, but here we go. Gonna round out the first final corner of the Race Pro Series, and here we go. Across the line, Phoenix does win the race. That's a fantastic drive from Phoenix. Tempos coming home in P2 the two-time champion. That's a lovely drive from 10 plus. Jakov, another fantastic drive from Jakov. Duris is closing behind, but not enough. As here we go across the line. Jakov finishes on the final spot of the podium. It's a Red Bull 2-4 as Duris sets it in P4. So nice work from Duris. Driver of the day has got to go to Phoenix as well, so we'll give him that praise for, especially after that disconnection. Nova Gibson comes out in P5. Seth Martin P6. Icky Robbo in P7. Big Al in P8. Dams Parran, not cross line yet, just spun around the cross far corner. Haste is going to get past, but has penalties. Is Dams Parran going to get past in time? He's reversing across the line. Interesting. Enterprise is going to get past as well, as Dams Parran gets 10 seconds time penalty. So Hasty gets P9, Enterprise P10, Dams Parran P11. Kato Tume is going to be short-lived, finishing down in P12. But interesting first race, a lot of good battling. What were your thoughts, Tristan?
Well, I thought it was a really interesting race. Definitely Phoenix, we can see he has some practice, but he's really talented. I mean, the driving style is really nice, and the defense, he used against 10 plus, was definitely really strong. So yeah, it's the first time for me watching e-race. I mean, on F1 2023, but it was definitely really interesting. And the way Phoenix drive was definitely really strong, and it was really interesting to see how these guys really are really that good.
Yeah, I've just
Yeah, I
got
was on the.
one final question for you, Tristan, if you don't mind.
Right?
I've just got one final question for you.
Oh, don't worry. I
Yeah.
have plenty of times. Tell me whatever you want.
So, what are your plans for the future? Are you hoping to go up to F3, maybe F2, maybe even F1?
So definitely, I mean, I think the target everybody has entering Formula 4. So I'm not limiting myself in any ways. I mean, if no one heard of my story before, I was previously a hockey player. So I had an injury and I switched back to racing last year. So this is my first formal year in Formula 4. And so next year we're hoping to be top 10 overall and top 3 rookies. And so definitely I'll try to go to Formula Regional, and later on maybe Formula 3 FIA, and if I have the potential, F2, but I'm not limiting myself in any way. So if some of my objectives cannot be achieved for a reason of budget or just talent, then I'm not limiting myself, and I'll definitely be interested in going into LMP2, LMP3, or even GT.
Yeah, sounds good.
So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a very interesting point in your career. You can do a lot from the position you're at now. So good to hear. As there we go, that is completed the first race in our little series we have just created. We've partnered with Racing Motivation to create this, as I think we are done, unless there are any drivers wanting interviews today, as there is quite a lot in the interview room.
Yeah. Tristan, do you want to stick around, or you're free to go if you would like?
I can definitely stick around for a moment.
But
Do you want to
guys have any
interview?
questions.
Do you want to interview Phoenix? Phoenix is about to come in for a quick interview.
Oh, definitely.
Let's bring
Definitely,
Phoenix in.
yeah.
drag him in.
Phoenix, that was a nice drive.
Thank you. It's about time I actually had a relatively clean race. But yeah, it was a good drive, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got a driver of the day there for you as well. Tristan liked the drive as well. Tristan?
Yeah, so, well, congratulations for the win, definitely. I had some issues with my pedals, so unfortunately I couldn't play. But I've seen the race, and I was really surprised on your defense technique. It was really, really amazing. So for you to keep the lead, and as you came back, I think you were disconnected, weren't you?
Yeah, so I got disconnected, but it happens so often now. I'm relatively quick to get back in. I think I didn't even miss a full lap.
I mean, we definitely saw this. You went, I think, from 8th place to first. So yeah, I watched this. I was pretty impressed. So definitely strong drive from you.
Sound, thanks, man.
Yeah, how does this boost confidence, especially going back into Tier 1 as well? Competition's quite high this season. What's your expectations for the next race? I think it's in Portimao, if you can make it,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I'll make it to that one. But Portimao, obviously, I didn't race it last year because I got this. What did I get? I got disqualified in the.
oh, yeah, and the buggy
Well,
formation.
yeah,
Well.
yeah. But I think it's a bit better in this game in terms of like how slippy the circuit is. So it should be on. It should be good for the racing element of it. But I'm sure it'll be about 6 or 7 of us in a DRS train all the way to the line, regarding as long as there's no incidents. But yeah, it should be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much for joining us today. Any final thoughts, anyone here for Phoenix?
No, good race in P1. Absolutely smashed it. Good defense from Templos. Good attacking as well. Couple switches for the lead, but yeah, it's a very strong drive as always.
Yeah, thank you very much, Phoenix. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll see you next time.
So cheers, guys. See you in a bit.
So yeah. Now we will bring in Duras, who finished in P4 in the Red Bull.
Magnussen has made up places at the start, but here comes Sebastian Vettel.
Oh,
Never mind, she's
Another-
just left.
bit buggy. Let's try again, maybe.
Yeah, we'll try one more.
Durus.
Hello.
I mean, it got unlucky with strategy at the end there because Jakov decided just to turn it on those softs. Yeah, unlucky not to get on the podium, but I mean, it was only a fun race as well, so I should take that
It
into
was
account. But yes, good
fun
pace from
race,
you.
yeah. It was a really funny race. Not mentioning that my pressures were high because I forgot to put them down after qualifying. So my tires were always overheating. I was like at 120 degrees always. Don't know how I didn't spin. Then my strategy was not what I wanted. I wanted to do a medium soft, but it put me on a soft medium. Okay. Yeah, Jakov was seemed like he was in the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. It was just a rocket ship. Couldn't do anything.
I mean, maybe if you had another lap, he was closing up near the checkered flag. Maybe if you had another lap, you would have got past him.
If I had another lap, yeah, because I would overtake him on the start and finish straight, with DRS. If there was one more lap, I would probably manage to overtake him.
Yeah, I mean, when are you racing next? you know?
Friday.
All right. How's this boost your confidence for then? Because you've got a good pace.
Friday. Let me think. It is Hungaroring.
France.
Oh, yeah. DNF probably.
Very confident there. Duras,
I-
have you got any
I'm
questions for Tristan? Sorry.
For Tristan, what happened?
So basically, that was really unfortunate because like I was really looking forward to do this first race. I never like did a formal league race, but basically I have no idea what happened with my pedals. But like so it was manageable in also in the first half quali was really like it was normal, and then it was manageable, and then at the beginning of the race, like I started to get behind the last ones, and when I entered turn 5, I believe, basically I crashed because my throttle went on its own and my brake wasn't working. And so basically I went into the wall and I was like, oh, what's happening? So I tried to pit, and on the exit I like crashed again, and I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I told myself, okay, at least let's try doing something. But at the end it was really too impossible to do something. So I decided to quit and to just comment.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I mean that was a fun experience.
Because I was like,
Definitely.
it's not possible. He's 6 seconds behind Paul. That is not possible.
No, and at first when it was going well, I took the old layout.
Yeah,
the
I
one
saw
we have
that.
in Formula 4. the one we
so-
have in F4, and so basically, so it put me like directly 6 seconds off, and so I was like, well, it's not good. And when I found out, and I tried to push a bit, so I found out my mistake. And I tried to push, then it wasn't working the pedals. So I tried to pit, change it, but I couldn't do anything. So that was pretty unfortunate.
I bet the next time you will race, it will be better.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm really looking forward to. But I'm pretty sure the top guys will demolish me. But I mean, I still want to try. No, I mean when I see these guys, they're really really good.
I won't be faster than you, so
That's that this I'm not sure about it for sure, because I mean F123 I just installed it not long ago. I never play on it. I actually always use Assetto Corsa because there's the Formula 4, so I can like work on this. But yeah, I rarely use F1, so I'm pretty sure I'll get beaten by a lot of people. But for the next race, I'll try to use more F1 and yeah, try to practice more.
yeah, hope to see you soon.
And yeah, that would be awesome. But anyway, guys, that was really cool. At least even to follow the race with you and discuss. So definitely looking forward to do this again.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining. We appreciate it, and we hope
So I
you can
appreciate it.
sort your
To
pedals out. See you later.
yeah, see you later, and
Thank
thanks
you very
again
much.
for having me.
It's been a
It was
pleasure.
really
It's been a
nice.
pleasure. Thanks for the
Perfect,
insights.
guys. Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, guys. Again, thanks for having me, and hopefully we see you later.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Perfect. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care.
So that was Tristan. We've got a couple more interviews to go, so we'll just bring in Nova from Mercedes. Durus, thank you very much for joining us as always.
Nova Gibson. Just gives you insights on that race. Bit of a messy
And
one
Seth's
for
coming as
most
well.
tries, but Seth's coming in as well. Hello, alright boys.
How's it going?
How's it going? Tell me about your race. Your nice little 35% race.
You can go first, sir.
Yeah, no, it was solid enough. Qualified P5, did all right. Kind of dropped some positions at the start, then got back up, and I was kind of holding on to Nova and Phoenix and Templos, and then me and Nova touched wheels. Spun us both round, then kept going for a bit. Got back up to like P7 or 6 or something like that. Then pit for the softs, but I think I found out halfway through the race that medium to softs was not the best strategy. I think soft to medium might have been better. But yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed having some good battles there with Nova and some of the other guys. So yeah.
On to you, Nova.
Yeah, good, decent quali. Invalidated a couple of times, but that's what pushing the limits is for. And then obviously Templos and Phoenix started to get away with it, but slowly they started to fight. I keep saying, I don't want to do that. Then Phoenix lagged, and then me and Templos were fighting. My tires overheated, and then here came my tires overheated. Me and Seth touched, and from there it's just me in the middle of nowhere. Racing was boring.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only a little fun one. This little fun event for us all. Hope we have a little good bit of racing, but yeah, we better get it wrapped up. Any other keynotes from the race?
No, not really. It's
no.
Tristan it? No, Tristan's not here. Then,
It was very fun. I have to say that I enjoyed it.
Good to hear. That's what I love to hear.
Cheeky race.
If you rewatch it, you're probably gonna have Tristan's voiceovers as well. Got Tristan's insights for us. Got him in commentary room. So
where's Tristan?
he's just gone. You just missed him.
Oh, well, okay.
Sad. Anyway, cheers, boys, and I'm sure I'll see you again very, very soon.
Okay.
Bit of arty barty.
Yeah, he's so annoying.
Right, last but not least, we'll bring in Hasty. Hasty, last but not least, still quite a while, but just tell me about the little fun race we had from your point of view.
Yeah, I feel like the qualifying was very strong. Put in quite a good time, I feel like, considering my opposition in the race. Although the race, which is a bit unlucky, I got in a bit of a tango in lap 1. But I came back quite well. I finished P8 in the end, from the back.
Yeah, good few points there. I mean, don't really count to anything, but for fun. Good points there, good value. But did you have fun, most importantly?
I did, mate. Like you said,
Is-
it's all about having fun.
It is all about having fun. That's what we'd like to hear. That's what we're doing it for. But do you race in a tier now, or are you just
I'm in
reserve?
tier 3 now.
You race tier 3. What? Let me check what the next race is for them. But I'm pretty sure.
Imola.
Yeah, Imola. How do you feel going on to Imola?
Imola
Or tier 3?
is one of my decent circuits. I feel
1 second, I think the Discord's just crashed.
And yeah, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully very, very soon.
See you, mate. Thank you.
Thank you very
Goodbye.
much.
Well, there we go. That is the first volume of Racer Pro with our Tristan. It was very, very good. Well, it was very nice for him to join us. Like, some other drivers might have just DNF from the race straight away and then just left, but no, he joined us in the commentary room the whole time, to be fair. Stick till the end and even had to interview some people, so we thank Tristan a lot for that, and we appreciate him coming. So stay tuned for the next driver. Alex, any words?
I mean, I appreciate that. That was very fun to get some really good insights from Tristan there. Just to prove how good Phoenix is as well. They complimented him quite a lot. But yeah, it's been a pleasure having him on board in the commentary box today with me and Ben. So yeah, hopefully we can get this going. We had some good battling there between the front runners there and a few in the midfield battles as well. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
See you later.
Thank you very much.